Cognito EODD pump. This mammoth workhorse has been designed to achieve relentless efficiency by optimizing systems. The purpose is simple: keep the downtime as restrictive as possible. The robust health of this pump calls for longer intervals of maintenance. The few parts which need care are the diaphragms, ball valve and the seat. High quality synthetic oil is also required. Switch off the power supply. Isolate the suction valve. Isolate the discharge valve. Once the pump has been isolated, open the two bolts of the suction elbow using the 1819 number spanner and wait for the fluid to drain off completely. Now open the other two bolts. After this, open the discharge elbow bolts. Then, open the wet chamber bolts. It should not take much time. Open the wet chamber cover. If the diaphragm is not in the discharge position, then open the fan cap of the motor. Rotate the fan of the motor to get the diaphragm in the discharge position. Check the health of the diaphragm. If it needs to be replaced, proceed for decoupling and replacement of the diaphragm. Use an F key to rotate the diaphragm in the anti-clockwise direction. The diaphragm will rotate. Now, rotate the diaphragm further, gripping it with your hands. This will prevent thread damages. Pull out the diaphragm assembly with your hands. Now, check the rear chamber for any slurry. If a very little quantity is found, then clean the inner surface and the sensor with a cotton cloth to remove any dirt or grit. If the quantity of slurry is found to be more, in that case, remove the sensor completely out and clean it with a cotton cloth thoroughly. Unlock the bolts on the diaphragm plate. Remove the piston plate and the diaphragm. Replace the used diaphragm with a new diaphragm. Place the diaphragm properly onto the diaphragm plate. Place the piston plate on the diaphragm and the diaphragm plate. Torque the bolt with 15 Newton meter torque value in a star pattern. Put the diaphragm assembly back in the diaphragm chamber. Rotate it clockwise. Torque the diaphragm with the help of an F key. Put back the cover lid. The faces should mate with each other. Tighten the bolts of the discharge elbow, wet chamber and suction elbow. Discoloration of the oil could be another reason to replace the oil. This can be seen from the glass window and compared with the color chart. To drain the oil, open the drain plug by using a 30 number spanner and collect the oil in a container. The drained oil should be replaced with the ISO VG 320 synthetic oil by filling it from the filling plug. For installing the motor on site, align the motor on the gearbox and place it on the gearbox flange. Tighten the bolts with a spanner. For installation of the dampener on site, place the dampener inlet flange with a gasket on the pump flange. Tighten the nuts of the stud with a spanner. Inspect the pump before starting it. Remember, before starting the pump, open the discharge and suction isolating valves. Switch on the power. Once again, remember that the occurrence of maintenance in the Cognito EODD pump is a rare event. Also, maintenance can be done on site deftly and quickly by any semi-skilled technician.